Hello and welcome back to the Power BI training part 6. This is in continuation with the other 5 trainings where we covered up loading the data, then transforming it, and then creating a data model, and then we created we performed some operations related to DAX, and this is the next part where everything is ready with the DAX operations and the time intelligence function. And now what we'll do is we will create the visualization and the reports. So this is the visualization area where we will create some graphs. We will create some graphs and charts as well as apply some filters, and we will also place a company logo or a picture so that with it this will illustrate that it is related to a particular company. And um, so we will start off with adding slicer to the first page. um, we will what we will do is we'll rename this page by double clicking it and rename it to overview. This is an overview page. The first page will be an overview page of the report where it will give a summarized information of everything. We will do is we will create two slicers. So first one is that we will add a date hierarchy. So what we'll do is we will add a year field. So this is coming as a fiscal year, and we just need it at this moment, and we need to change it to a drop down menu. So what we will do is we will go to the formatting visualization and then slicer setting. Currently it's showing vertical list. We will just click and select drop down list. So now it will give a drop down list. We will adjust the size of the slicer. Now we will create a second slicer based on the regions. So this is the second one which we will create. We will just adjust some size of this, and then in the regions table we will we will click on region, and not the hierarchy part of the region, but the just general region field. And if you can see, we have a list of region here as well. After that, what we'll do is we will add a chart visual or a bar chart and a line chart visual to the canvas. And if you see here, there are lots of options for stacks, bar chart, and cluster bar chart. And there is some line and stack column chart as well as the line and stack clustered column chart. We will select line and stack column chart, and if you see, it adjusts you know the size and everything for that, for looking into the old formatting styles or sizing. But we need it to we need the bar chart to be covering up some major part of the page. So we will just adjust this size. We can have a different size, or we will adjust different size later on. But first what we'll do is we'll just bring in the data in that. So what we are analyzing is we are analyzing monthly sales over a period of time. So we will drag month field in the x-axis, and in the column y-axis from the sales table we will put up sales. So if you see, it is the bar graph is starting to take into shape. And then for the line chart, because it contains a line chart as well, we will add profit margin to the line chart. So if you see here, if we filter it with FY 2020, this is showing from July to May. It should show June as well, but there is no sales occurring there. So it's just showing 11 months of data. We can put a visual or a label there without the data that without sales data in it, um, so that the chart displays the complete 11 months, or even with the ones which doesn't have any sales. What we can do is we can click on the month uh, in the x-axis, and then there is an option called show item with no data. When we click on this one, it will show June 2020 as well, without any sales or without any uh, data. Now what we'll do is we will add another chart. So make sure to deselect the chart. Otherwise, if you select any other visual, it will replace the chart visual. So if you see, I've clicked on table visual and here it has converted this to table visual. Let's undo this. We will click with anything outside the chart area, and then what we'll take is we'll use the stack column chart, and stack column chart we will place somewhere here. So now what we'll do is we will um, use x-axis for region, which is the country, the y-axis for sales, and the legend part we will add product category. So see, this is displaying sales by region, as well as the uh, category is giving the legends. If we remove legend, then it will just give total sales by country. But if we add another dimension to it, it is reflecting the sales and giving some breakup of the things. We will add another chart, which is the stacked bar chart, which is this one. So let's click on this one, and then we will place it here. Let's add product category to y-axis, and sales quantity of sales in x-axis. So this is giving product quantity by category, each category and number of quantity. We cannot see the exact uh, amount until we hover in front of the chart. So we can enable labels by going into the format visual tab, and then just click on data label. So it will show up the um, the data labels for the quantities. We can also enable data labels for other charts. Like for example, if you want to click on this one, it will show up the data labels for each individual chart. We can also show total labels as well. So this will show total sales. So yeah, that's it for the first page that we have created. It has covered a couple of filters. This major visual, that is sales profit by margin by month, sales by country and category, and the quantities by category as well. So this is first page that we have completed. So now what we'll do is now we'll create a page 2, and this is the second report page. We will click on the plus icon and then design the second page, and we will name this as profit. And then we will add a slicer. In that slicer we will add region, and this region field has different things. And then if you see, there are individual regions, but what we want is we want to have an option. We can do a control click multiple selection, but in this scenario what we want is to have a select all option. So in order to do that, what we will do is we'll go to the settings and format visual, and then slicer settings, and in that selection group there are options like single select, multi select with control, and select all. We will enable this, and as soon as we'll enable, there is a select all option that comes through. Secondly, now we will add a matrix visual, and we will keep it as, we will do some resizing and do some stuff here. Now we want to measure order, sales, cost, profit margin. So we will first add date, and we will add this hierarchy, fiscal hierarchy here. And then from sales table, what we will do is first we will add orders, and this is from the count function, count folder. This is orders. Then we will add sales, cost, and then profit from the profit measure, and profit margin. So we have this explicit filter or slicer here as well, but we can add another implicit filters in the filter pane. So what we can do is we can add a product category and drag it to filters on this page. So this means that, whenever we select a product category, it will the all the fields will update accordingly in the matrix. So the difference is that, we can, if we have too much filters and too much slicers and or something like this that we need to do, one thing is that, we can put up explicit slicers, but if the report is more focus on graphs and charts and less filters on less focus on the filters, then what we can do is we can utilize this filter pane, because there are types of filters like filters on this particular visual, filter on this page, and filters on all pages. So these are the three types of explicit implicit filters that are there in the filter panes. Another difference is that um, uh, they can be a multiple filters applied on this page. So what we can do is we can just click on accessories, for example, and black. So this will filter everything for accessories. So this means that we can have all the filters put up in the filter pane as well as in the filter region. After designing this page, profit page, we will create another page, and in that page what we will do is we will um, uh, create some performances for individual people, and we will just add this new page and rename it to my performance. After that, what we will do is we will the reason being I'm creating this my performance page is to ensure row level security in the future. We will discuss this in the future one. So since this is my performance, what we are doing is we are taking salesperson performance table and then dragging the salesperson name to the filter on this page filter. Okay, so what we'll do is we will select Michael Blith here, and now what we'll do is we will add a slicer with the air column. So it gives an option of the list. We will change this option from slicer setting to drop downs, and this, as you can see, it is giving the air as drop downs. We will select FY 2019 here from the air. Then we will add a multi-row card visual, and I will just resize this, and then we'll add the following fields in that. So we will take sales from the sales table, and then we will take targets, and in targets we will take the target measure and variance and various margins as well. So this is we will adjust it here somewhere, and we will resize this in a in a broader font and in a larger font. What we can do is we can just go to the format visual tab, go to the call out values, and give this size as 25, as well as we'll go to the general tab and go to the effect section and change the background to somewhere light gray here. Now we will add a what do you call it, clustered bar chart, and in that on the y-axis we will add month, and in the x-axis we will add sales here. So in this way it will give sales by month. What In order to measure it with the targets, we will add target metrics, or sorry, measure with the sales as well. So here what is done here is sales and target by month. What we will do now is we will just copy this visual and paste it, which means that we are duplicating this visual. So copy and paste. So this has created another visual with a similar visualization. Now what we will do now is we will change this type of visualization, and now we will select a clustered column chart, which is this one. So as soon as we select this one, it is giving the complete details of sales and target, but in a different dimensions. So this means that we will use this or probably improve this in the next coming training videos, but for this moment we are just keeping it like this. And so this, we have created 3 pages now, and it is easy to publish now to the Power BI cloud, and then we can do our next video there to manipulate or make changes to the reports in the cloud. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.